family of Dennis McGuire, the inmate who was executed Thursday at the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility, is going to be suing the state of Ohio, basically saying that their father was executed in a cruel and unusual way, which is a violation of the Eighth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which prohibits cruel and unusual punishment. The reason for their lawsuit, which would be in federal court, would be that Dennis McGuire died during the execution in an unusual way, and that he was gasping for breath, he was choking. I was a witness at that execution for the Columbus Dispatch, also representing the Ohio Legislative Correspondents Association, which is a State House reporters. The Associated Press, the Dispatch, TV, radio, we all have witnesses in the execution chamber at the prison to watch executions as they proceed, and I was the one for this execution. I've seen about 18 others, and this one differed dramatically from any of those others because the other executions, the inmates normally would begin to drift off, almost go to sleep like you're in an anesthetic. And this one was different because after 3 to 4 minutes, Dennis McGuire began gasping for breath. His stomach and chest were compressing deeply. He was making a snorting sound, almost a choking sound at times. And I didn't notice it at first, but his left hand, which had been waving at his kids, had clenched into a fist. So this went on for a very difficult 10 minutes as he was gasping for breath, making these guttural sounds, kind of straining up against the restraints which hold him down at his chest and his legs and his arms. Obviously he couldn't get up, but he appeared to be trying to get up or at least raise up in some fashion. Keep in mind he was unconscious during this. His eyes were closed, so I cannot say, and in fact no one can say, if he suffered, if he was feeling pain, or if he wasn't. I do know that this was a very different execution. It used two kinds of drugs that had never in the United States, perhaps in the world, ever been used in combination before in this way to execute a human being. The reason that this happened is that the state ran out of and could no longer get the previous drug they used because the manufacturers will not sell those drugs to people, to states that use them for executions. So the state of Ohio switched, went to two drugs, and that's what happened, and that will be the result, or at least will produce a lawsuit. So what's happening here is the state has had now 53 executions. This was definitely the most difficult of the 53, and it's created a worldwide stir. The media from all over the United States and other countries are now commenting on this, and there's been calls for a moratorium and obviously the lawsuit. So things may be about to change in Ohio.